we'll close on these two, JJ. People taking aim at some things that you said from our last podcast. This comes from generic name 1324. Lots of numbers, a
Oh,
whole
come
lot of
on,
numbers.
Jesus.
They write this: JJ getting tickets to the last game of the season in a potential year that Liverpool win the title, literally a couple weeks after he goes on record saying that the local population should be the ones going to games and too many non-locals go to games, is just more hilarious, double standard. Don't get me wrong, good for him, and it will be an awesome experience,
Yeah,
especially if Liverpool
really.
go on and win the damn thing. But the timing of him getting tickets after going on record more than once about non-locals is just chef's kiss.
Can I
Makes a good point.
Yeah, oh yeah, sure. Just address one thing first of all. There are some internet tweaks of language, quirks of language we need to get rid of. Chef's kiss, one of them.
Mwah.
Ugh. Your personal hatred of my brother in Christ. You hate
Oh,
that
I don't
one.
like that one. I also
Oh, that
I
gives me
don't
the D chills.
yeah, I don't like that. I don't like speaking truth to power. Again,
Oh,
the idea of speaking
if
truth
you
to
know,
power I'm fine with. I just don't like the phrase.
if you know, you know. I'm not even spelling it out. Just
My brother
IF.
in Christ. That is it. You're right.
Oh. Yeah, chef's kiss is just yeah, so like I definitely have a point. I
Yeah.
never said I don't think that no we say foreign based supporters should go to games. Never said that.
You walked it right up to the line.
What I said was that they definitely, if there's too many in the stadium, in the ground, it can affect the atmosphere, that local people build the atmosphere, and that they should have priority for tickets. That's what I was saying.
So you are acknowledging that you are part of the problem. When the atmosphere is not what Liverpool would want it to be on that final day, you will be part of the problem and part of the reason
You see,
why.
you're no. Can we deal with what the email was rather than you create the scenario where there's a bad atmosphere and I get blamed for it? No, yeah, and I do see your point. And like if Liverpool, it's 16 years, 16 years since I've been in Anfield, which is a long, long time. Yeah. And if Liverpool were to say to me, right, we have your name, you're not coming for another 16, I'd actually be, you know what, that's fine, give someone else a spin. I do think though that this time that I'm going is better than the last time. So let me explain. So the last time I went, it was my mom bought it for me, my dad, and my brother who are Liverpool supporters. She bought us this like package thing where you pay a company like $600 and it covers your accommodation for the night before the game, bus to the game, you get the ferry over, all that. And that company buys up season tickets and sells them on to people at inflated prices like that. Like my mom meant well, but I don't like doing it that way. These tickets we're getting are from the football club, Liverpool Football Club, to the Brooklyn Supporters Club. I'm paying face value for them, and by the way, I was picked out of a draw. So yeah. So like I get the point. Hypocrisy, yeah, all right, okay, that's fine. I'm okay with that. But it's definitely how would I put it? It's a more ethical way than I feel than the last time I went. And I wouldn't want to pay. I'm not pricing anyone out, put it that way. It's the same price that someone will pay for in Liverpool. I'm not it's not a corporate deal where I have access to these tickets and I'm paying like $600-700 more. But if people feel the way a generic name feels, that's absolutely fine.
All I heard with that whole explanation, all I heard was the sounds of a man twisting himself into a human pretzel.
No.
Try to justify this.
I think it should be made clear that I don't give a like I'm going to this game. That is the point. But it's I probably won't go to probably won't be in Anfield for a long time again afterwards. So
will you apologize to the good soccer fans of Wisconsin?
No, I won't.
But that's just out of your own stubbornness.
No, I was talking about an overall problem. I didn't say I wasn't part of it. I didn't say I actually think I did say that. I did say even fans from Ireland coming to the grounds like that. I don't know how good that is. I think I've even said that. My point still stands. I'm in the system, guys, and I'm a product of that system, and at least I acknowledge it.
And then someone else came after you, Rough Commander. They wrote in, one of the animals on Reddit, JJ turns into an immediate Bills fan in the postseason. Weird, but okay. He then followed up. You wrote something back, and then he followed up by saying, never pictured you in this light. What's next? You're going to support Everton in the future if Liverpool fall out of like the Carabao Cup because there's a comedic, tragic story going on? To each their own.
How is that the same thing, though? First of all, the Bills aren't a rival of the Giants. They're not. They're not in the same division. They're not in the same conference. They're not. They have history, sure, but they're not a rival. I don't consider them a rival. And immediate Bills fan. Well, I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to take tickets away from the good people of Buffalo to try and get to try and be at their playoff games or whatever. No, I love watching them. They're the most one of the most fascinating, if not the most fascinating, stories in American sports. You know, they've been nearly men like so many times. There's also something about the town. You know, it was once one of the Rust Belt towns, a place to be, and it's gone through hard times. And I don't know, I have interest in fan bases like that and places like that are, I think they're proper supporters too. Why would it be weird to want them to win? Or
it's not super weird. Okay. I don't think it's super weird. Now, me personally, I don't have in any sport, I don't have a second team. Like when the Eagles lose,
oh no,
the only thing left is, okay, well, now my rooting interests are simply whatever prevents the other teams that I hate the most from winning. That's how I am. Like whatever now prevents the Cowboys from winning, or like, look, I don't hate the 49ers as an organization, but I hate this specific 49ers team. So you better, I may wear a Jared Goff jersey on Sunday. Like, so I root for those kinds of things. I don't have a second team. I think people might be surprised that you have this is the first time you revealed essentially that you have a second team.
I wouldn't say I wouldn't, would I call them a second team? I like watching them. I like watching I like watching Allen, a quarterback. I've got family up there as well. I visited the stadium like 12, 13 years ago. And I want to go there for an away game, like definitely. But if they're playing the Giants, I'm rooting for the Giants, obviously. Okay. And also, I'm not as psychotic a Giants fan as you are an Eagles fan. Not even close. Not even close. So yeah.
Well, there you go. There you go. I hope those explanations.
That's another one I want to get rid of, though. Weird, but okay. It's just so like it is we've just created this world of ourselves of just like responses. Weird, but okay. Is it? I didn't need your approval.
These are condescending responses. Like that's what you're trying to weed out condescension. And I think that's healthy to weed that out. That would create for a more harmonious way of living, a more harmonious society. So I'm with you on that, my brother in Christ. JJ, I think that was the final spin of the wheel. I enjoyed that.
That was fun. This is a fun way to do a podcast.
I enjoyed that thoroughly. It is an FA Cup weekend. I know Tottenham plays Manchester City on Friday in what is probably the marquee game. James Maddison's supposed to be back for Spurs.
So I'm pulling on boots on social media. And we've got I saw him pulling on boots. Like actually sat down about to put football boots on, which is, if you're very exciting if you're a Tottenham supporter.
Don't know if he's going to start, but he is supposedly he's available for this game, which is hugely important for them. So
this is I'm Liverpool of Norwich.
I'll be on Josh Sargent watch for that.
Yeah, poor Norwich though. In fairness. Because like Norwich during the Suarez years, Norwich were a team that just got absolutely pumped on the regular by Liverpool. So, we'll see how that one goes. Yeah. But yeah, okay.
So there you go. There you go. It was a fun wheel of football. We'll enjoy an FA Cup weekend and whatever else this weekend has to bring. JJ, I enjoyed this immensely. To you, I say,
check you later, fun boy.
I'll see you.
Bye-bye.
You've been listening to the Caught Offside Soccer Podcast.